Thank you. Okay, so today we are talking about Tor Beach and diversity. So if you guys remember, in our last class, we talked about some of the types of figurative language that we covered. And we also completed a figurative language chart based on the last book that we've read. We talked about things like hyperbole, onomatopoeia, personification, and metaphors. So, during this lesson, you're going to be able to do what I can do. So I can explain what diversity means, form similarities and differences between myself and even with someone else. And then I will be able to complete an assignment to help show my understanding of the text that I'm reading and connect it to my understanding of diversity. So the learning goals for this is I'm teaching reading and listening comprehension skills, diversity skills, empathy skills, critical thinking skills, and social emotional learning skills. Identity will be, they will be able to come up with similarities and differences with other diverse people. With intellect, you will be able to better understand diverse people. And the joy is being able to form relationships and complete activities to show your understanding with learning of diversity. So, our student spark for this assignment is going to be our class discussion. So first, I want you guys to go ahead and look at this image, and for about 5 minutes, well, actually, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds right now. Just think in your heads about what it means to you. Okay, guys, that's about 30 seconds. So now I'm going to have you guys go ahead and talk with each other since there's 3 people. And spend about 5 minutes talking about what you've come up with about this image.
Giant things. See how big they were? Let's see.
Can we please keep the conversation?
She started
Started it. Class.
Well, guys, they're people and they have different clothing and they are leaving.
They're holding hands.
Are they friends? Are they BFFs? It's crazy.
Do you think they also eat the same foods?
No, they have different foods because they have different clothing.
You read the book about mochi in Japan.
Yeah, we did. It's yummy.
But that was rice and ice cream, and I don't think rice and ice cream go well together.
Oh, well, apparently you haven't had mochi before. There you go. That makes sense, good.
But I think they're all friends. They're all, you know, they're all like.
Okay, class, that's enough time because I see that you guys have stopped talking. So, who can tell me what some of you guys have said? Kenna?
They have different clothing.
Yes.
They're giants.
Not really. They're just giant because in the image that we have above, it's just that it's showing how they're all over the world and that they come from all different parts. Yes, Josh?
They're all holding hands, so they're all friends.
Yes. This is showing how close of a connection that they have, that even though they're different and
They
come
know
from
each
different
other.
places, that they also share a connection and have some similarities with each other as well.
That's crazy.
So now we're gonna get into the topic of what is diversity. So diversity means that people are different from each other in many different ways, like how they look and what they like and where they might even come from. Like the globe was showing that they went all over the world. So some examples might be someone's appearance, maybe their background of where they grew up, and also even their interests or things that they like or even dislike. So why is it important? By learning about different cultures and perspectives, we can understand the world better and become more open-minded to change.
What's open-minded mean?
Open-minded, which is actually a very good question. It means that you're allowing yourself to gather more information that other people may not let themselves.
Fascinating.
So, the main thing about this is that the world is in fact changing and we must be ready for that change. To help us with this, we must be able to do these three things. We must be able to listen to others. We must be able to learn more about them and be more open-minded. And we must also be kind and respectful. Just saying like,
Yeah, get up.
just saying things like, I don't understand why you're playing that, I've never seen it before, you're so weird, that's not kind. First, you should ask them, hey, what game are you playing? I've never seen it before. Did you always play that game? And if so, what is it? Now, we are gonna get into our reading. So some of the vocabulary that we will be seeing is George Washington Bridge. Now that is named after our president, George Washington. Yes, Karen.
Are we in 1776?
No, Karen, how do you know that?
Well, actually, that's technically the wrong date. I don't know when he got elected, but I read a book.
Oh, so you see, you read a book and you.
It was 800 pages. It's called George Washington. I forgot the author.
Well, that's good. You already have some background knowledge of George Washington. But it's also used as instead of transportation where people can drive from New Jersey and also to New York. Yes, Rachel.
You can drive on people.
So actually, that's a very good question. Because it's not people that we're driving over. Important people in our history, like presidents and other elected officials, have monuments named after them, like bridges or towers or statues.
Are you gonna get one?
I hope so. But I don't know. So another word is floodlights, which they are a large and powerful light used to light up things like sports fields and a stage, as well as a building. And I can't please tell you if you're done. Thank you. We talked about this. Hoisting. Hoisting means to raise something with the use of ropes and pulleys. Now, pulleys are a thing where ropes go over and it helps you pull on them while raising something up into the air. Steel girders. They are large horizontal beams made of steel that serve as a way to support buildings, bridges, and other large structures. Half-breed. Now, this is an important term in diversity. A half-breed means a person whose parents are of different races, which means that they come from different backgrounds. Yes,
Is that
Rachel.
like a mudblood?
I don't know what a mudblood is.
Harry Potter?
Oh,
Isn't it that both fingerprints are one?
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that case,
It's a slur.
It's not. The same because they're both one. So, here is our book, Tar Beach. Which actually. It would be better if I just read it to you. So. Tar Beach. By Faith Ringgold. Will always remember when the stars fell down around me and lifted me up above the George Washington Bridge. And that's the Washington Bridge right there that she's singing. I can see our tiny rooftop with mommy and dad and Mr. and Mrs. Honey, our next door neighbor, still playing cards as if nothing was seen going on. And Bebe, my baby brother, lying real still on the mattress, just like I told him to, his eyes like huge floodlights, tracking me through the sky. Sleeping on Tar Beach was magical. Lying on the roof in the night with stars and skyscraper buildings, which actually we've talked about skyscraper buildings in one of our previous classes. They were all around me, made me feel rich, like I owned all that I could see. The bridge was my most prized possession. Do you guys have anything that you feel like is your most prized possession? Because she's your best friend, right?
BFF.
So, Daddy said that the George Washington Bridge is the longest and most beautiful bridge in the world, and that it opened in 1931.
That's old.
That is old. On the very day I was born, Hannah, please, we've talked about this. So she was, in case you guys missed this, she was born the same day as the bridge. So what year was she born?
1991.
1931.
Oh, wow.
That's Rachel. Hannah, you need to have your listening needs on. Daddy worked on that bridge, hoisting cables. Since then, I've wanted that bridge to be mine.
Is she gonna steal it?
No, because the bridge is already hers, remember? She says that she feels like it's her most prized possession, that she already owns it. So now I have claimed it. All I had to do was fly over it for it to be mine forever. I can wear it like a giant diamond necklace, or just fly above it and marvel at its sparkling beauty. I can fly, yes, fly. Me, Cassie Louise Lightfoot, only 8 years old and in the 3rd grade, and I can fly. That means I am free to go whenever I want for the rest of my life. Daddy took me to see the new Union building he is working in. He can walk on the steel girders high up in the sky and not fall. They call him the cat. But still, he can't join the union because Grandpa wasn't a member. Well, Daddy's going to own that building because I'm gonna fly over and give it to him. Then it won't matter that he's not in their old union, or whether he's colored or a half-breed Indian. Now remember, half-breed is one of our vocabulary words that we've learned about that talks about diversity. Like they say. He'll be rich and won't have to stand on 24-story high girders and look down. He can look at his building going up. And mommy won't cry all winter when he goes to look for work and doesn't come home. And mommy can laugh and sleep late like Mrs. Honey. And we can have ice cream every night for dessert. Next, I'm going to fly over the ice cream factory. Just to make sure we do. Tonight, we're going up to Tar Beach. Mommy is roasting peanuts and frying chicken, and Daddy will bring home a watermelon. Mr. and Mrs. Honey will bring the beer and their old green card table. And then the stars will fall around, and I will fly to the Union Building. I'll take the baby with me. He has threatened to tell mommy and daddy if I leave him behind. I have told him it's very easy. Anyone can fly. All you need is somewhere to go that you can't get to any other way. The next thing you know, you're flying among the stars. And that's it. So students, what do you think it's called Tar Beach?
Because, on top of the building, it's tar, and so they call it Tar Beach because they hang out up there like it's a beach, but it's tar and not sand.
Correct, because the top of buildings. Well, she sort of is correct, because on the top of buildings. It is somewhat made of tar, so like how it was shown that the color of it was black, and they refer to it as Tar Beach. So that's why it's called that. So great job at making that connection, Cameron.
Thank you. Well, I didn't do it, it's so obvious.
I mean, they're really hours.
I don't know why I didn't make it go.
Okay, so now after we were done reading, I have some questions for us. So question 1, I will always remember when the stars fell down around me and lifted me up above the George Washington Bridge. What is this quote an example of? Raise your hand, Karen. We talked about speaking out. Yes.
Utopia.
What?
Utopia.
Onomatopoeia?
Utopia.
I'm sorry, but Utopia is not a thing.
She means onomatopoeia. I'm her translator.
Which actually is not on my page.
But fell down.
I know, but there's a better name for it. Can anyone think of it?
You're the metaphor.
It's personification.
What is personification again? I can't remember.
Yeah, what is that?
So in our last class, remember, we talked about what personification was as a figurative learning. So let me go ahead and open up something to help explain it. So personification is an attribution of a personal nature or human characteristic to something non-human, or the representation of an abstract quality in human form. So when she says that she can fly, that's her using personification.
That's crazy.
Our next question is, what is an example of diversity that was present in the book? Yes, Josh.
He's part Indian, the father's part Indian.
Yes, that is correct. Anything else?
They brought a bunch of diverse food, like there's chicken, peanuts, and watermelon. It's diverse food.
Yes, that is a way of saying it. How about you, Rachel? Anything?
They talked about unions.
Yes, and why is union a thing of diversity?
You don't know.
So unions. Thank you, Kevin. So diversity in unions have a relationship because people from other cultures go ahead and join a union so that they can have some of equal rights that they usually don't get right away. Our last question is, why do you think the author wrote this book? Tana, can you please put your head up?
It's Rachel.
Rachel, can you please put your head up?
Don't mind me.
Guys, we did a whole lesson about that.
So what can you tell me as to why she wrote the book?
To bring
Right?
awareness,
The Tar Beach.
about unions.
Not really, it's so that she could bring awareness to diversity, because she in fact grew up as a diverse person. And she's trying to give people an awareness as to that sort of diversity, so that we can learn from it and be a bit better about it. So our closure, which I'm gonna do in 2 minutes, is complete the Venn diagram given by comparing yourself with the main character from the story that we have just read.
Eating peanuts. I've also eaten peanuts.
So here you
I don't
go.
want to talk to anyone, you're not my friend.
Oh, why not?
Who's Cassie?
That is the main person
Oh.
in the book. Remember, her name was Cassie Louise Lightfoot. So I will give you guys 1 minute to go ahead and write down. Then after that 1 minute, we'll go ahead and spend another minute discussing it as a class.
Oh, shit. And
And you gotta come up with more than just one thing.
Ha.
Kevin. We talked about this, no names.
I think you guys need to have a better conversation.
Do I need to bring you to the principal's office?
no.
Because you're Principal Lynn being, ha ha.
Rachel,
It's only
If
fair,
I
it's
have-
only fair.
it might be fair, but you're not helping. You're just encouraging her to continue. From some, you come up with quite a few things.
Got to.
That's very good, Kenna.
Technically 6. I'm the man.
Okay.
That's 5.
Okay, guys, so now we are gonna spend about a minute going on and talking with each other.
Okay,
That's what you get.
so I said that she lives on Tar Beach and I don't,
Well,
and then she can fly, and I'm stuck on the ground.
you can fly. I can fly.
Well, we can fly in 3rd grade, remember?
I can fly.
And then,
We both can fly.
I put in the middle that we're both young, we're both cool,
Yeah.
we both like food. Did you copy me?
No,
No.
I'm adding to my paper, like
You
irresponsible.
inspired
student.
me. That's what my other teacher likes to say.
Actually, that is a very good thing. If you guys find something that someone else says that you highly agree with, you should write that down.
You inspire me.
It might be plagiarism.
I can credit you, hold on.
Yeah, bye, John.
In this,
I'm for you.
Josh.
Josh et al. 2025.
in this case, they're not trying to steal your ideas, they're just writing to their own, which you can also add to yours using their ideas too. It's not like you're writing a book, literally copying what someone else wrote.
She just drew on my paper.
Kenna,
Face.
this is strike 2.
Kenna's flirting with me.
You guys,
Imaginary.
you guys are second graders, you guys are not old enough to.
Kenna, Hannah's cheating on me with her imaginary boyfriend.
Guys,
We're married.
We have rings.
okay, so. Let's get back on task. So does everyone now have a clear idea of what diversity is?
Yes.
Now, I want you guys to go ahead and tell me one thing that you've learned during this lesson. Yes, Kenneth?
Diversity comes in all forms.
Yes. Josh?
When you have a really good imagination, you can fly and see all the places that you can't see.
Exactly. Rachel?
Tar Beach means that it's the top of the buildings, and it is not that they were actually going to an actual beach that was polluted, which was what I thought was happening. I was waiting for it and it never happened.
Not really. Tar
It was
Beach,
gonna be a polluted.
That is what I thought it was going to.
Tar Beach was referring to the top of a roof because it was in fact made of tar and they were laying out on it like they were at it.
Yes, I understand that now.
That's crazy, man.
So now I want you guys to go home and talk with your family, figure out some diverse things that you may not have known of.